going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I'm on time today. What's that? Everybody that's on IG, pull up on YouTube. If you don't know the YouTube address, youtube.com/the new TLR. What's happening, y'all? How y'all feel? What's up, 100? 100, I see you. I see your inbox about what you said, Goldman Sachs. Somebody said 3,600 on the what's the name? I'm telling y'all, I don't care what's going on, Red. Oh, that's what's up. I appreciate that, man. What's happening, Mark? Draco, what's up, Draco? Draco. No, they not. They not 100. They not. But dig this. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what be going on. You know what I'm saying? The way I look at this thing now, it's like I'm totally sold over to the way I look at the price action now, man. I know everything, you know what I'm saying, all the economic factors and all that have something to do with stuff, you know what I'm saying, as far as like for longer term theses and stuff like that. But like for short term stuff, man, I be looking strictly at the price action for like short term stuff. And when stuff like, you know what I'm saying, out of the ordinary happen, like Walmart or Target, I took this opportunity to buy some Walmart shares for my mama portfolio. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Cause what I do, I wait for stuff to get even my swings, shares, anything. I wait till it get to a price that I want and I buy it. You know what I'm saying? I got a reason for buying it at that price. And get what? Walmart was way under the price that I was willing to buy it for. So I jumped on some shares. You feel me? What is a um donate me a shirt. Embarrassed too. What's up, Big B? Big B, was that you hit me up saying them puts was printing? Somebody hit me up on IG saying them puts was printing. Yeah, man. So, but yeah, before we get to the price action, I just want to share that, man. I just want to, you know what I'm saying, share how, like, my thought process. You know what I'm saying? I like to share my thought process, you know what I'm saying, more than anything. You feel me? Um, Today went a whole lot deeper than I expected it to. But I'm glad it did. I feel like this is healthy. I feel like this is a healthy, you know what I'm saying, die. I feel like this is a healthy die. You know what I'm saying? I fell off the cliff. You know what I'm saying? Tell him why you feel like that. I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. I feel like this was a healthy die of the market because we had a lot of gaps to take care of downside. And I'm glad we went on ahead and took care of them gaps today. You know what I'm saying? I just opened up my Ninja Trader and I'm looking at charts now. Everybody that's still pulling up on IG, pull up on YouTube, youtube.com/the new TLR. I just had, y'all know I just got IG open so everybody will know that I'm live. But y'all know everything on YouTube now. What you said, Big B? Oh, 405 push was pretty heavy. Okay. Caught that drop this morning on your live. Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Who was on the live this morning? If y'all was on the live this morning, put one in the chat. Y'all on the live this morning, I was talking about, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even, if the market didn't give me a reason to buy, I wasn't even gonna participate today as far as trying to trade because we had did so much during the London. You know what I'm saying? We had went so far during the London. I did not fathom us going this far today. You know what I'm saying? We dropped over 4% on the S&P, almost 5% I think on the Nasdaq. You know what I'm saying? It's like we fell. Matter of fact, I took a screenshot. Let me go ahead and share my screen and start talking about the price action while I'm all over the place. I was going somewhere with what I was saying, but I can't remember. I can't remember what I was saying. Y'all hold on one second. Let me see if I can try to find this screenshot. Dropbox. I saved it in my Dropbox. Y'all hold on one second. Look at the chart while I look for this. There it go. There it go right there. You hear me? Yeah, so I took a screenshot of the CBNC, CNBC. Look at that. Man, 3.5 on the Dow, 4 on the S&P, 4.75 on the NASDAQ. Come, man, dude, these some wild, volatile days, man. We've been having some wild, volatile days. Shout out old 100 and Big B. Talk about them that drop. Talk about that drop. Yeah. And I was saying, let's get into the price action, and then I hopefully I remember what I was trying to say. If y'all can see right here, I'll tell y'all while I mark this stuff down here later. Right? So looking at the price action. So let's zoom this out. We're gonna start zooming at these hourly candles and break it down to the 15-minute candles to get so we can see a little bit more of the movement. I like how the movement look on the 15-minute candles. All right. So from the Asian, let's get to the Asian. All right, close enough for government work. So for the Asian, just a slow bleed off. Just a slow bleed off, right? 12 o'clock right here. This midnight, this the midnight area right here, right? We dilly-dally, right? Dilly-dally. London, this the start of the London right here. We dilly-dally, right? 6 o'clock, made a slight little push up, didn't clear this high, right? Did not clear this high, right? So therefore, I had no indication that we was gonna drop it like it was hot. You know what I'm saying? All this initial drop, I was like, man, how much does the economy, how much does the market depend on what that doggone store with the red circle, Target? How much does it depend on Target and Walmart? Because Walmart died yesterday. Walmart died again today. Target died today. You know what I'm saying? This initial move right here, I was like, okay, these you know what I'm saying? These retail numbers killing the market this morning. You know what I'm saying? 25% down. I know that's going to be a drag on the market. Blah, 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 blah. All of that right there, right? So I said, look here, man. If we don't show some signs of taking off, this is what I said on my live this morning. If we don't show some signs of taking off, this was right at 9:30 when I was live. We was right around here. I was looking at this right here saying, man, we done did so much. We done did so much overnight. 9:30, what 9:30 at right here? We was right here. Right here. This where we was at. Because that's right here. This the opening candle right there. Right? So I was like, we done came all the way down and hit these lows right here. Right? If it don't show me something, I had like some fair value gaps that I looked at or whatever. Right? I'm like, if it don't show me something bullish, I ain't gonna partake in this bearishness because we had come so far. In hindsight, we hadn't come anywhere. You feel me? But I had no clue we was gonna go clean up all this mess that fast, right? Well, Tim, what mess you talking about? I'm glad you asked that question, little Tim Rogers. Let me go ahead. We're gonna start from the top. Boom. Going up to the weekly, right? We going up to the weekly, right? Weekly ain't giving me what I want to get. Now let's go to the daily. I like to start at the top when I'm looking at stuff. Boom, coming up to the daily, right? Now mind you, at 9:30, let's get that price at 9:30. Let's get that price at 9:30. because I'm trying to answer this question for little Timmy Rogers, right? Got to go to 15 minutes to get that, Tim. I don't know why you went to the outlet. Act like you done did this before, young whippersnapper. Just gonna get a horizontal line where my 9:30 calendar closed right here. So this the open, right? Boom. We opened up right there. As you can see, below those lows, right? I'm thinking, you know, yeah, we're gonna run these lows right here and then go back up. That's what I'm thinking. Let's run them lows, go back up to the upside for the day. No, no, said the ES. Oh, no, said the whole market. Boom. All right, so this is why I said this was a real healthy move, right? Let me hide this stuff right here real quick. Then I'll show that again later. Rectangle 29, rectangle 32. Y'all remember that for me. Line and then text. Y'all remember that for me because I'm going to forget it. All right. So peep this. This is why I say this is a real healthy move because, one, we had a daily gap, daily fair value gap right here that we needed to service. We left a big daily gap from when we ran up this day right here didn't come back and touch wicks on that. I talked about that before when I said when we was looking at the spot, and I was like, I was glad over here on the 17th we did come back and touch wicks and not leave another gap. That's what I was talking about, because we left a gap right there that needed to be serviced. As you see, when we opened up right here, I had no clue we was gonna come all the way down here and service this fair value gap, because the reason why I had no clue is because if you looking as far as like how the price action tends to move, right here, excuse me, we are closer to yesterday's low or yesterday's high than we are to what's that, the 16th low. You see what I'm saying? The 16th, that's Monday. So we blew through Tuesday's low, Monday's low, and Friday's low, all in one day. I did not expect us to blow through 3 days of lows all in one day. But you're getting off topic, Tim. You said this is a healthy move. The reason why I say it's a healthy move is because we came down and we serviced this daily fair value gap. Whop, took care of it, right? Let's drop down lower. Let's just walk our way down, right? Drop down to the 4 hour, right? Drop down to the 4 hour. Of course, anything within here that had a gap has been serviced. If there's any fair value gaps on the 4 hour, it's been serviced, right? We ain't got nothing else. But look what we got here. I'm gonna use the same box. I ain't gonna draw another one because I don't want to be deleting 500 boxes. We got a fair value gap on the 4 hour that came down and got serviced, right? This is the first spot where it started acting like it want to try to slow down something. It was all gas to the downside, and it started slowing down once it serviced this fair value gap right here. Very healthy, very healthy. We cleaning up all this mess that we left, right? Let's drop on down to an hourly, right? Of course, we done did the daily and the 4 hour, so any fair value gaps up in here already been serviced. I ain't even gonna look for none, right? So the hourly, we come down here. It's a little one that didn't really get filled by the 4 hour, but boom, it's done. The only thing that was left by the end of day, this is the close of day right here. We closed right there. We came down just shy of it, right before the end of the day, and then we rocketed it back up. This hourly fair value gap right here. That's the last fair value gap that didn't get touched. Now, I'm okay with that. I want them tonight to trade down here and get into it and fulfill it. But the reason why I said I'm kind of okay with it if it don't, right, is because we fulfilled the higher time frame fair value gaps. We fulfilled the daily. We fulfilled the 4 hour. You see what I'm saying? And also this right here that, let me get here. I just use this box. If you look right here, this potential order block right there, right? We are right there at this hourly order block right there. I want to see us come down and get into this fair value gap tonight and then go back up, right? And that right there would have taken care of every piece of downside gap work that needed to be done since we ran liquidity. Let me go back on the weekly thing. Since we ran liquidity on this weekly calendar right here, this weekly calendar right there, today we went down and finished up every piece of gap work except for that one hour fair value gap that I was just talking about. We finished all the gap work since we did this weekly liquidity run right here. You know what I'm saying? So now let's go back to the price action, because that I just want to break down why I feel like this was a healthy move. And now before we get into the price action, I'm going to explain why I scaled into some more calls, right? Why did it, Tim, the market dropping like a bowling ball off the new twin towers? Why would you get into why would you scale into some more calls, right? I'm glad you asked that question, whoever you are. I'm used to little Timmy Rogers talking out of turn. I don't know who you are talking out of turn. Where's my, oh, rectangle. I told y'all I was going to forget, man. Y'all was supposed to tell me what it was in the chat. Text. Okay, apply. Boom. Okay, here we go. Why did I scale into more calls? Right? Let me get rid of this 9 o'clock line. I'll leave it though. I might need it later. This is why I scaled into more calls before I get into price action. Right? Well, let's just do the price action first. Then I'll get into why I scaled into some more calls. Okay, we did it. Now, I was talking on live today about if you was bearish, you know what I'm saying? I said I ain't bearish. I mean, I'm not bullish at all looking at the price action, and I'm not bearish at all looking at the price action, and I need me a bullish setup to go long, because we had done so much, as I thought from here. I thought this was so much, you know what I'm saying? And in the real world, that is a lot. But hey, in today's market, that ain't nothing. Ha ha ha. Right? So looking at the price action, I didn't trade anything this morning, but looking at the price action on this 15-minute, maybe here might have gave me an entry I would take. Let's look at that spot right there. I'm not seeing, I'm gonna put a box around that spot real quick. Maybe there gave me an entry that I would take, but just looking at the price action off top, I'm not seeing anything that I would have taken. So let me highlight this area right here. Maybe there, that looked like it might have gave me something that I would have taken if I was bearish after this time right here, because this was the open. Let's drop down to 5 minute, and then I'm gonna go back and look at that and see. Okay, there you go, right here. 9:30. Ding 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 ding. That's me pretending like I'm the bell. The bell sound off. We take off. We come down. Make a fair value gap. Never trade back up to it. I wouldn't have took this. I wouldn't have took nothing else. We come down. We consolidate. Come down. Make a fair value. Yep, right there. I told you that looked like the spot. I would have took it right here if I was trading, because we got a little fair value gap right there. You know what I'm saying? And then if that fair value gap ain't look good enough, let's drop down to Old Faithful. I like to jump to 2 minute real quick. Let's see what Old Faithful look like. Let's see what Old Faithful, did Old Faithful give it to me? Look at Old Faithful. Look at Old Faithful. Let me move it so you can see it. Let me move it so you can see. Look at Old Faithful. I had already peeped it on the 15 minute. That would have been the spot I would have took the short. If you took the short at the bottom, at the top of this fair value gap, it went right to the top, wick for wick, right to the top. Let's just say 40.14.75. The bottom of it is 40.11. Bottom of the gap 40.11. Take it off the bottom of the gap 40.11. Took a little bit of heat. Took like what's that? 40.11. 5 points. Took 5 points of heat, and then phew, it dropped down. That 5 points, am I doing it right? 40.11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 4 3/4 points of heat, and then it was on for the rest of the day. Right? That's the morning trade I would have took right here. This area right here looked like it gave you something, but that's after 11 o'clock, so I wouldn't have been trading then, so I ain't even gonna waste my time looking at it. This afternoon, let's see what happened in the afternoon. See if it gave any afternoon setups. After all this running, I ain't gonna hold you. I wouldn't have been looking to go short this afternoon. After all this running down, but let's just see if it gave right here. I can see it right there on the 2 minute. It made a fair value gap right here, traded back up into it there, boom. Sold off. That would have been a short for the end of the day. That I would have, all this over here, it ain't give me no entry that I would take. Nothing right there. Consolidation. It made a fair value gap here, and then bought back up into it. Where is it? Boom. Fair value gap right there. So bought back up into it. Bottom of the gap. 39, 39, 41, 50. Bottom of the gap. If you try the top of the gap, 49, 43, 50. I mean 39, 43, 50. You wouldn't have got picked up. Bottom of the gap. 39, 41, 50. Boom. Take it and ride it down for the rest of the day. But I wouldn't have been trying to take nothing short after all of that falling we did. I wouldn't have been trying to take nothing short. And if you don't come back that early, around 2 o'clock, if you don't come back around 2 o'clock, right here, you would have got picked up and just dealt with a whole lot of consolidation up into here. That wouldn't have did nothing. That wouldn't have yield you nothing but some headache, because you was running out of time and it ain't do nothing. It dropped down here. You probably could have got a little profit, but you would have been so scared after this right here. That right there, that wasn't no good trade. It was late. They done did all that dropping. I went and took that, but it is something right there. Now, why did Tim Rogers scale into some more calls today? Right? And where did he scale into some more calls today? Right? This area, once we broke this area right here, 3 o'clock candle, boom, right there. Once we got right there to that fair value gap right there, right? That right there, let me see, was my right around Friday's low. I said the bottom of that fair value gap or Friday's low is my area that I want to scale into some more calls, right? Is where I want to scale into some more calls, right? And I got, it was somewhere either the bottom of, it wasn't as low as the low, because I see right here this 3 o'clock candle, right? It was after 3 when I did it. So it was on one of these candles here. So it wasn't as low as the Friday low, and it wasn't right at the, it was in between here when I did it. And the reason why I did it is because, let's pull up Spylean. Let's pull up Spylean. Right? Spylean, where you at? Spylean, where you at? Spylean. Oh, that's Coke. I bought some Coke for my mama today too. What, Tim? Why you buy some Coke? Huh? Why not? Coke fell like a rock out the sky today. Coke was below my buy-in price. I had been wanting to get some Coke, right? Well, Coca-Cola. I'm saying it like that. I have been wanting to get some Coca-Cola company, right? But it was up here hanging around all-time highs. So when I looked at Coke chart today, and it had fell like this, guess what I did? I bought some Coke. It was on my spreadsheet for one of the companies I wanted to buy. You feel me? Walmart. I'm getting distracted. Walmart. I bought some Walmart. Man, Walmart is on sale. Walmart is 24% on sale right now. Who don't want to buy a consumer staple stock that's on sale that's 24% down. Like, and it's not in a downtrend. This is Walmart, a strong company. You feel me? And my wife work at Walmart. Stop playing with me, man. I got distracted. Spylean. Why did I buy calls, right? This is why I bought calls for Spylean, right? When we got down there where I was talking about, right? This right here, I was already talking about a retest of this area down here after we ran these lows. A matter of fact, one of the cousins, I can't remember who it was, right? I can't remember who it was, but somebody said, is it too late to get into my leaps? And I said, I wouldn't get in until we get a pullback. Cousin, I hope you got your leaps. You feel me? I said, wait until we come up, test these highs, and then get a pullback going to a retest down here. You know what I'm saying? Or if we go up a little bit and sell down, but wait, like this was the confirmation calendar over here. I like you 2 days past the confirmation calendar going up. Wait until we get a pullback and get in. Boom. There go the pullback. Asking ye shall receive. Now, why am I buying I'm scaling it to some more calls? One, because I say take the drawdown at the lows. Don't take the drawdown at the highs, right? The SPY is currently 18.36% off the highs in a deep discount, right? When the SPY was, matter of fact, I want to get real numbers. I don't want to get fake numbers. I want to get real numbers. Let's go back. Let's go back on a journey through time. Way back. We're going to go back to 2020. We're going to go back to 2020. I'm going to go to October 2020. When I first bought my very first leap. October 2020, when I bought my very first leap, the market was, I bought it toward the end of October, so I'm going to put it at I bought it at the end of September. I'm sorry. Bought it at the end of September, so I'm going to put it at the close of September, right? When I bought my very first leap, the market was 53.44% up. We had come from, this is the COVID drop right here. This the COVID drop. And we were up 53.44%. And Tim Rogers, and I know a whole lot of other cousins, bought some leaps when we were up 53.44%. I did it uneducatedly. I didn't really fully understand when you should be buying. You know what I'm saying? I looked at this red September in my small little bubble of a time frame and was like, oh, we down. We down. I need to get this leap right now because we done had a strong pullback. That's what I was saying. Because September was down 4%. You know what I'm saying? 4% down in 1 month, and it had went farther than that. Let's see how far it went throughout the whole September. We're going to see how far it went throughout the whole September. From the high to the lower 10%. That's huge. Oh, that's correction territory, baby. We got a 10% pullback. We got our 10%. I'm finna go in. Zoom out, Tim. You up 54%. I'm buying at the highs of the highs. You feel me? 54%. Man, I'm buying up here treetop tall. You feel me? So I'm buying in a strong uptrend on a slight little pullback, buying leaps. You see what I'm saying? Now, coming over here, we in a downtrend right now. And what I said it was 18, let's just gonna say 18% off highs in a downtrend. So guess what? That's why I started scaling in some more, because I'm gonna take the drawdown at the lows if I have to. You see what I'm saying? And I'm doing it smart because my target for the end of the month, right? This was my target right here. We was well on our way to that target until today. But I'm glad we cleaned this up because now that we done cleaned this up, this is our retest. You see what I'm saying? This is our retest of this area when we ran these lows. You see what I'm saying? Now, only thing we got to do is not break this low and just start pushing back up. What does tomorrow bring? Don't nobody know what tomorrow bring, but guess what? You got to buy when it's on sale. You got to buy when it's down. That's why I started scaling into some more swings. And so all I'm doing is buying a little time. If my end of month target, if my June, I say end of month, but my target for my June calls that I bought was these highs right here. You see what I'm saying? That was my target for my June calls, right? And so, and I got what did I get? What did I get for June? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't feel like looking it up right now. I think it was like 430. We was well on our way, right? So with this pullback, right? Now I'm like, okay, them calls I got for that, they might be in a little bit of trouble, right? But guess what I did to combat that? Even though I feel like we got plenty of time to get there, but guess what I did to combat that? Now I got some 400 and 405 July calls. So if this is my target for June and I bought 400 and 405 for July, if I believe that we gonna get here for my June calls, guess what them July calls gonna be doing? You feel me? And then in the bear market, the downtrend, bear market, whatever you want to call it, the rallies tend to be sharp. They tend to be sharp rallies. And now that we done took care of all this downside gap work right here, ain't nothing else holding us down here. What else holding us down here? Nothing. The only thing holding us down here is this gap work because we already ran the lows. We already ran the lows over here. We swept the lows here and then we ran the lows here and blast off. Oh, we blast off a little bit too fast. We got a little ahead of ourselves. Come back down and take care of this gap work so we can go ahead and go on up. And we ain't got time to be coming way back down here once we come up here and start doing what we need to do going to the upside. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. You ain't got to see it the way I see it. You ain't got to see it the way I see it. But that's the price action for today. That's what I want Spyleen to do. That's what I'm seeing. Do anybody got anything they want to share? I'm gonna look through the chat. Hey, Mark, you're doing too much talking in there. You talking too loud in class, Mark. Can't nobody hear what I'm saying. Lex, you got stopped out on your leaps. I thought you ain't trade with a stop loss. Whatever you buy now, you will likely be negative for a while. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you buy the time. Take the drawdown at the lows. You know what I'm saying? Take the drawdown at the lows. Don't take the drawdown at the highs because when stuff is up, you know what I'm saying? People are less likely to buy it when it's up and it's stuck. You know what I'm saying? When stuff is in deep discounts, especially good companies and stuff like that, they removing all the fluff off of everybody. You know what I'm saying? They removing the fluff off of Apple, removing the fluff off of Microsoft, removing the fluff off of Walmart, removing the fluff off of Target, removing the fluff off of all of the, Kroger, Costco, all the good companies. They removing all of the, what they call it on top of the froth that be on top of the stuff. They removing all the froth off of all of the companies so that they can start investing into these companies with realistic PE ratios. What do you say, back to 2019 levels? like it never happened. Like 2020 and 2021 never happened. 1000% what I was thinking. Yup, like it never happened. Man, makes the most sense for seasonality. I don't know. I'm looking at that stuff. Yep, that year don't count. That's a dissertation, Mark. I ain't reading all that. Inflation, rate hikes, food short supply chain, war, weak president. Why you gonna do Sleepy Joe like that? Job layoff, supply cutting off. I ain't touching no leap call. Hey, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Trade your book. Trade your book. I'll buy stocks because I hold them. No way I'm touching calls right now. You know what I'm saying? You got to trade your book. But personally, I'd rather take the drawdown at the lows. I'd rather take the drawdown at the lows than to take it at the highs. Like I said before, man, we was buying leaps when the market was up 100%, buying leaps. You know what I'm saying? And now the market down 20%. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's scared to touch a leap. We got what, post-traumatic stress syndrome. We got post-traumatic stress syndrome. You feel me? I look at it like this right here. Right? If you buy a good company, right? And we keep sliding for a little while, how far are we gonna slide? Right? How far in the red are you gonna go with that company? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? You're gonna hold it until it come back out of the red, right? But if you buy your calls at strategic places, scale in at strategic places. Don't just go all in when you buying your leaps, right? You know what I'm saying? I bought leaps. I'm taking some heat on them. You know what I'm saying? I bought some shorter term swings. I'm taking some heat on them. You know what I'm saying? I scaled in again with some shorter term swings. You know what I'm saying? Now I done scaled in again with some shorter term swings that's like a month out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing it at strategic spots. So them ones that's in a month out, right? You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna just keep sliding from this date? Are we gonna just keep sliding for another month straight? Hey, we could, but how likely is that to happen? Not very likely. Looking at the price action. You know what I'm saying? This is my conviction. This ain't no attack on nobody, but looking at the price action, it's very unlikely that we're going to keep sliding until July 15th, right? So I got 400 and 405 calls for July 15th, right? If we hit my June target of 430, those 400 calls will be $30 in the money. Those calls will have tripled any drawdown that I've taken on my leaps, my year calls, my 2-year calls. It will triple any drawdown I have taken on my leaps, right? And then my leaps are gonna be coming back. So the drawdown that I took ain't gonna be the same drawdown, and these shorter term swings will be the tripled any of the drawdown that I've taken right now. So that's just the way I look at it. I just like to share the way Tim Rogers' mind think, and I do it at strategic levels. I don't just willy-nilly jump in. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I used to just willy-nilly jump in and buy my leaps and buy my swings just on a little small time frame. Like I look at a 5-minute chart and be like, oh, we down 2%. Let me buy a month swing. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that we at the tippy top on the weekly or the monthly timeline. Oh yeah. Yeah. I was up like my calls I had got last week. No, my calls I had got Monday for next Friday. Man, I was up like 60% on them yesterday. And then this morning when I woke up, I was up like 10%. And then by this afternoon, I had a bloody nose. Yeah, I be trading in the short term. I be trading like the stuff that I was giving up the ghost on for this Friday. You know what I'm saying? I made all that money just playing little short term stuff like the ones that I woke up with when I ended the day with a bloody nose. You know what I'm saying? But I got to next Friday for them. So all I need for the spy to do is just, you know what I'm saying, have a halfway decent day tomorrow, and I'll be Gucci on them. Oh, and speaking of halfway decent day, man, I did not expect it. I'm gonna see how it's gonna play out. I ain't gonna call it right now, but remember when I said when we sell off this hard the week before OPEX, the OPEX week typically be a run up in the beginning of the week, a dip in the middle of the week, and then a pop at the end of the week. Y'all remember I said that last week. So here we go. Monday, right? Monday was indecision. Tuesday, pop. Pop at the beginning of the week. Wednesday, dropped it like it was hot. Erased everything. So now, let's see if Thursday and Friday give us that pop. Right? I was just saying, based off my back testing and all the OPEX that I've been through, whenever we sell off real hard the week before OPEX on the SPY, OPEX week usually be a pop in the beginning of the week, drop in the middle of the week, and then a pop at the end of the week. Let's see if it play out. Let's see if it play out. Half of the thesis done played out, so I'm good now. I don't care what tomorrow and Friday do. I'm tripping, man. Futures has been a blessing since this bearish market. Cause you a bell. Straight futures and shares. Lex think options ghetto. Lex think options get. My chat just went crazy. I don't know where I was at. Lex said something about 38.49 sweeping. I ain't gonna go back to the chat. Get that downside liquidity first, yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna go back to the chart. I'm about ready to get off. We've been on here 42 minutes. We on the same page, Lex. What Lex and Big B talking about? Trader Lex clearly got PTSD. Yup. She got PTSD. We need 45 back in office. Yeah, we do. We do. 45 know how to move the market to the upside. 45 know how to move it to the upside. You feel me? Yeah. That's why, yeah, you're fighting the theta, but that theta on them 2 years, I ain't like that theta on them shorts. Yeah, them Greeks be killing you. But the thing of it is, and like people, like what I had to do, I ain't gonna hold you. What I had to do, I had to adjust my my expectations, man. I had to adjust my expectations. All of that, you know what I'm saying? All of that, seeing cousins hit 1,000% on leaps and all this right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's possible, but it's like you gotta be that person that's buying right now, and then the market make a drastic move to the upside. You know what I'm saying? 2020, it was 2021 had some blast off too. But you know what I'm saying? You getting it right now, and then it blast off. You know what I'm saying? You hitting your 400, 500%. You know what I'm saying? But when the market trading like, you know what I'm saying, up, down, yeah, you fighting that theta and all that right there, man. But you got to be strategic with that stuff. He throwing rallies. Well, Donna, we need y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Boom. That's it. Everything been taken care of in the chat. Everything been taken care of in the chat. I'm gonna drop the link in there. If anybody want to pull up, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. Set realistic expectations, then scale. Yep. If anybody want to pull up, share something, ask something, say something. The link in the chat right there. While I'm waiting for somebody to pull up, y'all already know what the lick read, man. Discipline over dollars seminar. Discipline over dollars seminar. Um, June the 4th, July the 2nd, and August the 13th in Columbus, Georgia, at the Columbus Public Library, 3000 Macon Road, Columbus, Georgia. If you're anywhere in the Columbus, Georgia area or near the Columbus, Georgia area, pull up on your boy. It's going to be from 11 to 12 each day. June the 4th, July the 2nd, August the 13th in the auditorium in the Columbus Public Library. I reached out to this young man named Daniel Gay. He got an organization. I can't remember the name of it right now, but he just opened up a free space for the public for, like, you know what I'm saying, the youth on the South Side. I reached out to him to try to see, you know what I'm saying, if he want to partner up and have me come out there and do some stuff at his facility. Once we talk about that right there, I'll let y'all know about that. You can pull up on that too. We're trying to get this information out to all the cousins for the free skit, for the free 99. Go support my daughter. Shopwealthwalks.com. Go to trader.lex on IG. Hit the link in her bio. Go pick up some Wealth Walk merch. You know what I'm saying? The new TLI.com. Go pick up you some Spider Gang merch. The new TLR.com. Right? If I could type https://www. Go get you some Spider Gang merch. Right there. Pick up you some Spider Gang merch. Discipline over dollars. I got options. I buy them, I sell them. I'm not a bull or a bear. I'm a beast. All that. Shout out my girl Draco. Draco gonna be pulling up this Sunday to drop some information about, like, budgeting, stuff like that. Budgeting, estate planning type stuff. I don't know exactly how in depth she gonna go with it, but we need all aspects of money management, as just not as traders or investors, just as people in general. We need to know all aspects of money management. We trying to build generational wealth. We trying to get our freedom. We trying to take our reparations out the market. We need to know what to do with this money. We need to know how to control and manage this money. Shout out Draco. Y'all support Draco. What is it? Prolific Prophecy Official is her IG. I call her Draco, but her name Draca. Shout out to homie Mark Trading with a Dummy. Y'all pull up on his YouTube page and support that good brother. He dropped the interview with SG Stock God today, part 2. I need to go look at it. I was taking a nap. I ain't looked at it yet, but I'm gonna pull up on that. Shout out to Cousin Zay. I keep forgetting to shout out to Cousin Zay. I be shouting at everybody. The Cousin Zay got the runners, man. He lead an amazing group called the Runners. This man be giving his all to this group. It's like it's just hook up with the homie Zay. Stock Zay on Instagram. What is it? First Gen Wealth on Twitter. First Gen Wealth on YouTube. Y'all pull up on the Cousin Zay, man. I can't think of my man. That's why I be needing a thing to read. Shout out to homie Travis Scott, the real Travis Scott. He's a culinary genius. Scott Creations on IG. If you need somebody to put together some oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What in the haberdashery?
I came to fight.
Look here. Look at it. Look at it. Bob and weave. Bob and weave.
Now I sit there telling people to buy calls. You crazy? You crazy?
Look here, man. I ain't told nobody to do nothing. I'm telling you what I did.
I regret buying your shirt. I want to return. I want to return it. I want my
money back. Send it back.
No, man. I'm definitely in a different boat than you, man. I see that this might be a fake pump up and it is going to continue to dump, man. I think we're relying too much on. That's just me though, because I was at work today. I don't know if I can say this publicly, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But we had a meeting. They were talking about some stuff that's coming down when it comes to supply issues, and things are looking pretty damn bad. So I don't know how the market's playing. I get what you're saying. Everything you were saying on the chart, it does look like what you're saying. But man, I'd rather wait for the market to reverse and see a clear reversal before I get into anything. I'm not trying to catch the bottom anymore because every time I try,
That's what my
I
sweetie say.
keep losing.
You see what's on the screen? You see what my sweetie say?
All sales are final. Ah, see, man,
Hey,
man,
but I feel you. I feel you on that. I like that. I like that. See, it's all about open dialogue. You see what I'm saying? Mark got his opinion on it, and Mark is trading his book. I got my opinion on it, and I'm trading my book. It's about
100%.
what, like, are you willing to take the drawdown? You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to take the drawdown? So what I do to offset the drawdown is I play shorter term calls and puts to offset what the drawdown that I'm taking on the leaps. Because at the end of the, and see, that's another thing that a lot of us didn't do. Like, I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk about nobody else. I put my money in my leaps and I sat back and I waited for my 500%. I didn't play no defense. I didn't hedge nothing. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I ain't do none of that. Why? Because I had dumped all my money into the leaps. But now I keep money on the side to offset that drawdown. And now, could I have waited to buy my leaps? Yes, but that's hindsight because I hit my target. You know what I'm saying? I hit my target of when I want to scale in first. I hit my target when I want to scale in second. I hit my target when I want to scale in third. Right? I got one more spot where I'm willing to scale in, and then I ain't scaling in no more. I'm just playing the short term. You see what I'm saying? But I'm hitting my targets, and in the meantime, like Lex say, she hedging everything. That's my plan. Mark's plan, right? Mark, let me put it over here so I can look at Mark. Mark's plan, ain't nothing wrong with Mark's plan to not buy it until he gets his confirmation. Remember yesterday when I was talking about entering on the confirmation candle? You know what I'm saying? I'm Risky Roger. I buy it on the way down. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy it on the confirmation candle. I buy it on the way that when it hit my level, I buy it, but I buy the time. And when it started going against me, I play puts or calls in the shorter time frame.
Yeah,
Mark ain't with that. Mark
yeah.
ain't he ain't bleeding. He ain't bleeding out both eye sockets and ears and in the nostrils no more.
I'm trying to be more conservative, man. But you know what I noticed in my portfolio though is that I posted it in there, but it was a long dissertation, and I know people ain't gonna read it. But I noticed that my dividend stocks barely took a hit, and they're doing just fine. Where everything else has been really bad, along with the growth stocks. The growth stocks pretty much are all almost dead. But what I realized and noticed that's been happening in the market is that they kind of shifted their money more into the dividend stocks to be safe, and play these growth stocks to basically grab people's attention. I feel like where things go up 15, 20%, they're making the money, and then they would just liquidate the shit out of it, all gone.
Yo.
Like that, and I've noticed that. I've been keeping an eye on that. So I don't know if this is just a tip for people. I would say make multiple different watch lists, as well as a watch list with like the different sectors in there. That way you can see like where the money is rotating to, and that's actually kind of working for me. I've also been looking into a different strategy when it comes to leaps, because a lot of us only know about getting 2-3 year leap, whatever, just buying a call. But none of us ever, at least from what I've seen, I noticed no one's been speaking about getting in like deep in the money calls. For example, this is something that I learned. I haven't tested it out myself 100%, like with my own money, just for paper money. But you can get a Apple in deep in the money call for like 2024 for like the 50 strike price, right? And it's going to cost a lot, obviously about 10 grand or so. But if you believe that, let's say in 2024, Apple is going to reach 180, you could potentially make 3 to 4 grand. Yes, it's only about 40% return, but the trend while it's going down won't hurt you as much. For example, if you go back to the 50 call that opened up in last year for the 2024 leap for Apple, if you look at that $50 call, it cost $8,500. It went all the way up to nearly $14,000 at the height of it, and now it's back to 8,500. So that I've noticed been kind of like somewhat of a buffer where you could kind of utilize that method, and then you could do something called synthetic covered calls. Have you ever heard of that one before?
Nah.
No, so you can actually do like month out calls on the position that you have. And don't quote me, I'm not like 100% perfect on this yet. I'm just kind of, it's something what I'm learning right now. But you can take synthetic cover calls on that position 1 month out and potentially make like $250 a month. Now, again, if they end up executing that position, your profit will be minimized somewhat. And but still, it's relatively a safe way what it seems like to park your money. I also read in the book Intrinsic that I always talk about, which is buying calls at the money. I tried that with XLK, didn't work out too well, obviously because we're still in bearish territory. I only have like I got 3 calls left. Oh no, 2 calls left. XLV and XLK that I bought back in January. Biggest mistake, but I bought like right at the money. That stuff down like 80%. So hopefully the market goes up. I don't know. We'll see. I'm seeing that this is not the end.
First of all, I don't know what's going on with your stand, but one thing about in the money calls, one like the way I look at like that strategy there, one, it's you ain't asking the stock to do something that it ain't done. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't buying out the money and guessing. You buying in the money. You know the price already past that point. And
Correct.
then another good thing for that is if you actually want to buy the shares of Apple. You see what I'm saying? If you buy a $125 strike, and then in 2024, Apple is at $200. You see what I'm saying? Now you can get 100 shares for $125 a share. So you can take the money that you made. You know what I'm saying? You can take the money that you made and just cash out and buy them shares. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's a good way if you actually want to buy the actual shares too. But it's a million ways to skin a cat in this market, man. And it's all about, at the end of the day, it's all about risk tolerance.
Correct.
What's your risk tolerance? You know what I'm saying?
Mine is
Um,
low right now.
huh?
Mine is very low right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I got
You know
pieces
what I'm saying? And and
work.
and
I got
and what?
pieces in the market. Mm-mm.
But the thing of it is, it's um, like I sat on the sideline not doing nothing for a long time, all cash for a long time. And when the market started getting to my levels, you know what I'm saying? That's when I started. I'm even scaling in my mama portfolio. You know what I'm saying? I'm only buying the shares when they get to the price that I want, or if they have a drastic drop like Walmart and just drop under my price. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I'm only buying the shares when they get to the price that I want. It's like, once it hit my price, I'm executing, and I'm executing strategically. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have some wild, some wild stuff going on that kind of like bust you in the head in the short term. You know what I'm saying? But that's why them short term options are more risky. You
It
know
is.
what I'm saying? So you got to manage the amount of size that you put on in them shorter terms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like don't be going gusto. What up? AKA what?
That's
Poor man calls.
Thursday.
Essentially, you buy leaps in the money, then sell short-term calls at a higher strike against it. So you can sell calls if you don't own the shares.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It's kind of like a synthetic call. It's a different strategy. There's so many strategies out there. I know a lot of us are kind of just exposed to the same strategy, but there's so many different strategies. I work in a different environment. I'm just trying to learn them. I'm still like, I'm risk off. I'm buying mostly shares. I mean, at this point, I think now I'm up 95% just shares is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I make money off of the futures by just shorting the market. It just seems easier for me. I don't know what it is. My me shorting the futures is not translating the same on options for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's a mental block maybe. But it's like I think a lot of people, because a lot of us got into the game 2.5 years ago or so. And it just kind of sucks because I know a lot of people are feeling that pain, especially if they bought shares in something. I mean, you're down. Majority of stuff you're down. I mean, look at Netflix. It was at 700. How many people bought at 500 thinking it was a sale? How many people bought Target? Like literally, like Target. My target for Target was anything under 200. Woke up this morning, was at 160. Got at 159. I do think it's gonna drop below all the way down to 120, but I'm willing to hold it and I'm willing to take that risk. But the other person might not be able to make their own risk. So
Exactly.
we need to stop always comparing each other to other people. Zay's risk is probably higher than mine. Your risk is probably higher than mine. You know, so it just kind of just depends.
It's all about. That's why I said it's all about your risk tolerance, individual risk tolerance, and it's all about um DD. You got to do your DD.
Mhm.
Don't just buy it. That's why I tell people you need to know the fundamentals and you need to know the technicals. You know what I'm saying? Like for for my entries, it's like I strictly go off of what I see on the technicals because I've already done the fundamental DD. You see what I'm saying? Like all the fundamental stuff that affects the companies that move. Like I just trade Spylene. You know what I'm saying? The fundamental stuff on the companies that move the spy realistically, you know what I'm saying? They done got beat up. You know what I'm saying? Now they getting into the big dogs like Apple and Microsoft. They starting to beat them up like, but everybody else, they done got beat up.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
they got jumped. They're done.
Yeah. You
They're
know
not.
what I'm saying? So now it's like realistically, these companies, these pillars, these, you know what I'm saying? These two text, two index companies, you know what I'm saying? they it's time for them, like you say, they rotate. The money rotate here. The money been rotating to energy. It's been rotating to consumer staples. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Finance been taking a hit. Tech been taking a hit. You know what I'm saying? Healthcare been
Oh,
here. You see
oh,
what I'm saying? So it's like the market gonna get some stability soon. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get some stability soon. And if it, you know what I'm saying, and if it keep sliding, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if it keeps sliding because I kept cash to play in the short term to offset the drawdown. You see what I'm saying? That was my mistake before. I didn't keep any cash to
on the sideline.
on the sideline. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, no,
And that's the main reason why if don't nobody get nothing else out of this right here, that's the main reason why I'm okay with scaling into calls the way I'm doing it at strategic places because I got dedicated money to play in the short term to offset the drawdown. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dig this here, Mark. How about this right here? I just thought about this. You know what I'm saying? How about once you do all your DD on the what you was talking about,
I'm
you
not.
pull up, and do a don't
I'm,
you shake your head no.
I'm not.
You don't you shake your head no. I come over there and steal your Beijing.
I'm under the philosophy if I don't feel like I'm doing a great job, I don't have the right to tell other people how to perform. That's just me. I don't
No.
care
I
if
don't tell I don't tell nobody nothing. I don't tell nobody nothing. I just share my journey. So
sure. All right.
once you pull up and share your journey, the way you shared in the money, you testing in the money calls, come back and share the synthetic covered calls once you get all your DD. Mark already, I'm saying it right now. Mark gonna pull up, trading with a dummy, gonna pull up and do a Tim's Tidbit takeover in June. He gonna do it. He gonna do it in June.
What you did? That,
Oh, he got T-Mobile now. he got T-Mobile now. Hey, look here, man. What Zay talking about? What Zay talking about? Zay, oh, you caught that, Zay? You caught that, Zay? Hey, man.
I'll
Shout
de-
out
if I feel confident in that strategy enough, man, I'll definitely come up and talk about it. Someone else has been schooling it with schooling me on it, and that guy also lost a ton of money, but he was doing this before the pandemic, so like his whole account went to shit when the pandemic happened. So he's kind of like got that post traumatic stress, but smart dude though. But he was doing it for years, and he was constantly making money, like $250 a month off of each contract he had. It was working, but it was just a huge investment.
hey,
So,
shout out to homie Mark trading with a dummy here. He got a not only YouTube channel, he got one of them things that be I had to turn notifications off. They be doing too much in there. What you call it? Telegram. Got Telegram. He got did you do your course yet, Mark?
of course, no, I haven't touched it yet. I'm still trying to keep this passion going for the YouTube stuff. So no, I have not worked on a
All right.
yeah.
Okay, but yeah, man,
Oh,
y'all support the homie YouTube
got,
channel.
got you got Mark Roy, you got Zay, you got all these people, you got Lex out there teaching. Like, what are you gonna gain from me? I have nothing to offer besides
You got your point of view. You got your point of view. That's all. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
You got your point of view.
Yeah, eventually, maybe if I find something that I can do differently than other people, then maybe I'll put something together and stuff.
It ain't even
I'm
got to
gonna
be.
charge in price, man. It's got to be $40,000 to $50,000, but I
Hey
might do it.
man, you gotta hit them with the alpha. You gotta hit them with the alpha. This is YouTube page right here for anybody that don't know. Trading with a dummy, support the homie Mark. This the video I was talking about right here that he dropped. See, I was about to start watching it. See the little red line right there, and then I fell asleep. Y'all go. Part one was dope. Part one was dope. I watched that the other day, and then part two dropped today. I'm gonna go check that out when I get off of here. Like I say, man, support my family, man. Appreciate Mark for pulling up and giving insight on like a different way of doing things. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about sharing the full gamut of, I don't know the full gamut of investing and trading. I got other people, other friends, cousins. I even got some arch enemies that do stuff. I ain't saying you go listen to anybody you want to listen to. I might not be the guy that say buy two tech, two index, but I'm the guy that's gonna share his journey. You feel me? So go talk to anybody you want to talk to. Go listen to anybody you want to listen to. But P Dub just text me what time. I text P Dub 40 days ago and asked him can he pull up and do Tim's tidbit, and he just text me what time.
Hey, Tim, my phone's about to die, but let me give a plug real quick. Is that cool?
Yeah, plug.
I'm gonna have Dustin on my show as well. I interviewed him, the one that you got, the financial advisor.
Yeah.
And everyone who likes the drama, I did interview JT the Pocket Watcher, which is gonna be coming out soon too.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, speaking of interview, man, holla at your boy Mo and ask him if he willing to come do a. No, matter of fact, you can do it. Come do a Tim's tidbit about supply and demand.
I learned that before Mo, but I also took his course and I refined it using the course. I prefer if he does it instead of I feel wrong teaching someone else's method that I took.
All right, hit him up and see if he willing to. He ain't got, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got to get a whole kit and caboodle, but just break down a little introduction to it.
Yeah, he'll do that. Yeah, because we have our podcast together too called Money Market Truths. Y'all follow that too. See, I'm everywhere, man. It's just, I don't know. I'm trying to make money.
All right, man. Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. I see y'all tomorrow at 6:30. And until then, yeah, man, gone.